As we already said, not here to give advice. I was here to have a talk with my friends about stocks and investing generally, to be honest. So call in. Let's have a good talk. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a good one. I don't know if Shay knows how much we like doing this, the market talk part of the thing. Then those are our best
Yeah,
episodes. The part where we need to sit down and just chat.
yeah,
What do
Yeah,
you mean? That was my favorite part. That was my favorite
I think
part.
it was
yeah,
everybody's, to be honest. People really love those episodes. We're just sit down and just chat. But
yeah,
no real structure,
Yes.
no real big topic. Just what's going on in the market, what we like, what we
yeah.
thinking.
Dig into the market. And of course, we have my money GA to help us this week with all the for all our data needs. So we're just having a wonderful little early warm conversation with Editor K. And if you listen, if it's the
And diving
first
right
time,
into it, to be honest,
yeah, man, we dove
into the
right into
idea of
it.
yeah. Hmm.
And she did some good points. She made some good points. She's talking about
Hmm.
creamy. Um, and yeah, we can hear more of that. We also have we had somebody else who joined a second ago, but I think they're off now. They can jump back on. But if anybody else want to come on and ask about any stock, ask what we think about the market, what we have in mind, what we like, what we don't like, blah blah blah. Now is a chance, right? We also in a nice part of the market. Dana and I spoke over the last few years about um the new market. Yeah, I think we actually had well, we've definitely had episodes where we talk about, quote unquote, the new market. But the bond market is something that we have spoken about. And we saw yesterday, didn't I? Yesterday evening or is
Hmm.
it today? I
Yep.
feel like it's yesterday. It's yesterday.
Yesterday, yes, man.
Yeah, yesterday there was the another bond IPO,
Hmm.
another bond prospectus, not an IPO. So offering from Dollar. The Dollar is one of the more popular companies on the market, and I'm being very modest to them when I say one of the more popular companies on the market. I believe they are. Actually, no, I don't know. So that's a good little thing to check, right? I was going to say they're the second, but they're not the second. I know Transjamaica is the most, but Dollar may be the third or fourth. For a while, it was the second, but let us see. From the start of the year till now, so year to date, let's see what Dollar looks like in terms of yeah, in terms of just being the big thing on the market, the biggest thing on the market. So year to date, when people like to look at the volume traded, well, I'll start with that. Maybe add the number of trades. So yeah, so in terms of the volume traded year to date, the most popular security on the market, just got equity alone, is TransJamaica, as I said. Wigton
Hmm.
is the second in terms of volume. Ari Williams is third. Again, I don't really look in terms of volume. I pay attention to volume too, but that's not really a good measure for me in terms of popularity.
Hmm.
Dollar has fallen off in terms of popularity. I'm actually surprised. Wow. Well, I'm not surprised. It's been a
Not
little while,
surprised.
right? Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. In fact, the girl guys would have heard me say that there are a couple of signs a few quarters back that made it clear to me that maybe a lot of the reality of dollar would be shifting. And now I
Hmm.
think the market response is catching up to that shifting of the whole reality of dollar. But now we see dollar themselves shifting their own reality, right? You see them coming out with this bond asking for 1 billion with the with the option of upsizing to 1.5. So my,
Hmm.
my Twitter said that like we know they're going to upsize. The 14th, yeah, the 14th most traded stock on the market this year, so far this year is dollar. And they are currently at $2.50, which is like I think maybe a stable-ish point for them. Actually look
Yeah.
at it. Yeah, you
They've
own any
been
dollar
like
shit?
not at this time. I saw the
Mm.
other day. I mean, yeah. I traded occasionally.
Or you actually trade it like you said. Boy, I hate that term, but I've come to accept it. My
Accepted.
trade, yeah, which means you buy and sell it pretty in the near term.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
It's part
it
of I
Boy,
hate
does.
it.
all of them are
Everybody use
trading.
it. Some people use it
I
differently,
swear.
right?
All of them are trading. I buy it and I sell it. It's a trade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're not wrong in saying that you trade. That's a trade. It is a trade. It's just my
Yeah, man, I
pet peeve
know
is
what you
around.
mean. I know. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Trading
Trading
versus
is
Trading
not
versus
investing.
investing.
investing. God, I hate that.
So
Oh boy.
much.
um, I had said just that point before I asked you, Shay. So it trade almost every day this year. One day alone out of this year that it hasn't traded. Um, and yeah, average price so far 259. So it's actually a little below its average price. If that's it. That's not below its volume weighted average price. So let's see what that has been like for the last, was it 200 days? And that's interesting. Yeah, we are the 200 trading day of the year. That's today. That's a bad point. So yeah, volume weighted, in terms of volume weighted price, it's 251. So it being at 250 now, it's slightly almost flat, but slightly below its volume weighted average price, right? And that volume weighted price is heavily impacted by that big single day in May when 175 million units traded and went over to the almost
No,
a new I was a new controlling owner, but they're not. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what to. I
that's
don't know
from
what
the
to refer to
volumes,
them.
right? The one day can shake things up.
I mean, the things were shaking up from before, but the one day is. I mean, the hell of a
No, no,
day.
I'm
It's
going
like,
back to your earlier point. You said, oh, yeah, using volumes as just the be all end all of, oh, this is, popularity.
oh, yeah. Yeah. So dollar 240 to right now. Closing today at 250.
Hmm.
Um, but with the big bond offer. I don't know if people still like dollar anymore. I don't know. It's been so long since anybody asked me about dollar too. So long
Hmm.
since anybody has said anything to me about dollar in terms of,
Hmm.
them
It,
owning
it,
it
it,
on.
it, it doesn't feel like hitting the popularity notes it was hitting the other day, right?
Oh, it's
I say other
definitely
day, but it's
not.
been a while, to be
It's
honest.
definitely not. It's
Time fly.
definitely not. Yeah. I know with all this with this bond,
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I don't know people. I mean, the bond market still hasn't taken off yet. Well,
Hmm.
I wouldn't expect it to have taken off right now yet. Yeah, this is the build out of it, but
Hmm.
like I was saying last week, I thought about it the whole time to the whole time till now. The idea of the bond market and what it means for just savings. I don't know, I'm going down that road again, but yeah, just savings. The fact that you can save, like we're all born and grown here, someone save and do this and that, save for the first time you have a great option in terms of saving.
Hmm.
We actually have, like, you have a better option than a savings account available to you.
Once democratized, imagine.
Yeah, man.
Like
Like,
5 years ago, different conversation around bonds. 10, even worse.
yeah,
Rich people
it's
something.
The rich people something that money you can't get in, and boy, bonds are not for everybody. A lot of that. I remember a lot of those conversations. I hope bonds are
yeah,
spoken of. Yeah. No, people can buy. People talking about buying bonds. People actually realize it as an option for them. It's or not even realize it is an option for people. Times
exactly.
change.
That's the beauty of it. Like it's there. You don't have to know nobody. That you can just go buy it.
Hmm.
So what I said last week was, I think I was looking at the order in the queue and I was saying, yo, that's somebody who want to save 30 grand. They're probably going to put in them savings account or under them mattress, right?
Hmm.
And no,
The
no.
mattress, yeah.
Yeah, the
New
JC get a better
mattress.
mattress. Yeah, a much better mattress. Much like 1,000 times better than that, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, like 1,000 times better.
No,
or
I told him kind of make money upon the thing. Then you don't make money on their
for what the
mattress.
savings account, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's
Like,
true. That's true. Yeah, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me, and I think the value isn't being seen yet, but it will. The value of the junior market wasn't seen at first either, so it will in time.
things
Um,
and time will change.
yeah, man. Time will really get you there. Time will be the thing that shows you the actual value, as we've seen over the years, and that will only continue.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that was one of the things I noticed, and I mean it's an IPO in the market. That's a great thing, I think. We also have the MJE. I don't know if those are. Those are closed, right? They're not listed yet, but they're closed.
I believe so.
Yeah. That, I mean, back-to-back IPOs in the debt market. And I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now, I said 10. I was thinking 5, but 10 years from now, I wouldn't be surprised if the debt market is has more listings than the junior market.
Hmm. Not surprised either. That's
Yeah.
that's fun. That's interesting. I don't think they ever reach, but bonds, debt, debt is bigger than equity, always.
Hmm. But
Or
public,
just generally more accept. Yes.
that's
Yeah, man.
the thing.
That's
The public
it,
debt.
it. To me, it have happen like that. It should happen like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, I'll
And
take that over the APO then, to be honest.
100% every single time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
time.
Yes, borrow the money. Borrow the money.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I may be better with a publicly listed bond converting. I might feel better about a publicly listed bond converting to equity than I do about an APO.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I think it'd go better for the stock price, to be honest.
I mean, I
Believe
don't
so.
know. Maybe not. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe so because you the in the intention at inception when I buy into a bond that possibly converts versus when I
Mhm.
buy into an APO. What people go for, funny. What people go for for an APO, I see the thoughts differently. People go for when they go for either of them, which can be part of which which way probably might come up with an APO.
In terms of what?
Uh, I'll go in, and people not necessarily looking for the kind of opportunity they look for when they go for a bond. For a bond, I find people more they were mostly looking for the income. They're looking for okay, how I make money from this thing is I go in and it pays me. If it converts, that might be a nice thing there, nice bonus possibility. Versus APO, I think of it like a lot of people think of it like an IPO. I'm going in to make a money here, and I'm getting out, and I'm buying the stock.
Looking to flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the people like to say certain things are wrong. Oh, they're going for longer term, but I don't find that happening. I find people going thinking it's it's a kind of opportunity I see. I want to go in, make a money, and then I'm good. And
Right.
I'm more with it. And the exit, the point, the thing that would make me leave a bond versus leave an APO, leave a APO I bought. I bought into that bond for the income, so I'm
Do you
getting the
think it's a
income.
different kind of investor,
In some cases,
or
At the
they
top,
appeal to?
not always, yes.
at the top end, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm always thinking about the retail. I always think about regular folk like us, right?
Yes, that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking about. And when they go for, I think so, when regular folk go for an APO versus a one, and yeah, because the big money that goes for an APO and the big money go for a bond, it's very different from the regular folk going for APO and bond, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think is but if I'm coming from the regular people perspective though,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the intention that matters. The intention is definitely different
Mm-hmm.
with it with those two types of approaches, not necessarily investor. Because again, if you have your 100 grand that you just want to put on for a rainy day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put in
Mm-hmm.
a bond, you are even then your intention with that is different from you have your 100 grand and you're
One
buying in
hundred grand, and I'm
Wow,
getting
stock.
paid for
Mm-hmm.
having it sitting down for this while in the thing. It's a savings account
exactly,
versus APO, you're buying equity. You're already thinking around. It's variable already. It's maybe it can do this whatever.
Yeah, it don't
I
sound
don't
like
know what will
IPO
happen, but
already.
I think these things will happen. The
Mm-hmm.
hmm
certainty around certain things. There's no defined. This will happen for my money with it, and so the disappointment points for the APO or just the when am I selling very different from a bond. and Bagaman come sell versus I'm just waiting on thing there. I'm waiting on the redemption and I'm getting paid while I wait.
Mm,
So I think that's very different
yeah.
mindsets when you go into either of them.
And funny enough, I think maybe also the funny thing with the bond is, you see, because you have a certain level of guarantee around the income,
Mm-hmm.
even though, yeah, you can trade it publicly, you can trade it quickly. One,
Mm-hmm.
again, yeah, we have the mindset of the people going in, but let's say you do have some people who are willing to sell for whatever reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that there may be, I think that most people, not most, some investors have, especially new investors, but I mean, don't want to sell at a loss. So when the
Mm-hmm.
thing I drain and
Exactly.
not sell it, yeah.
Exactly.
With the bond,
There's no. Mm-hmm.
yeah, as I say, with the bond is that feeling, that same approach
Mm-hmm.
doesn't hurt in the way that it hurts
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
stock.
There's no
Yeah.
savior day in just waiting in equity. It's just,
Mm,
that's an APO, that's a stocks. Yeah, there's no there comes a point when I get my money and it's more than just a pay, isn't it? It's
mm,
things that will go wrong for the bond to have that problem for why I'm not getting the money from it.
mm,
The thing I invested in not really performing how I want, whatever. And but then things you can buy the APO, them do the thing, them say them are gonna do whatever. You're not getting paid in the meanwhile, and there's no set date where I'm coming to give back the money you gave me. It's I don't want to sell at a loss, and I'm watching
just
it, and I'm watching
Yeah.
it. Maybe I sell at the APO price if I can,
But can you?
but maybe I
but I
can't.
mean,
And
yeah,
then I'm looking at it and boy, rough.
yeah.
So.
Can you? And not only can you, yeah, well, yeah, can use a big thing, but the APO you
Mm-hmm.
probably won't be able to. So the bonds are a hell of an option. And then funny enough, I think I've said it before that that conversion option, it's the same effect in some regards. Yes, there is
Mm-hmm.
dilution there, but there's a different path to it. One, I mean, it can still be destructive. It can still be done
Mm-hmm.
poorly.
Yep.
Yeah, it can still be done poorly. But
Definitely.
there are differences. There are differences, and yeah, to just bring us back to the point that I had said it. Like for me personally, I would be more okay, depending on the terms of how that whole conversion happens. I'd be more okay with that. Um, but again, it can still be done poorly. Well, I will see examples of this. Not that this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
new under the sun. And we've
No,
had
no.
conversion examples. You have iCreate, Kintyre, that has had how many conversion like their dilution via we call the secret APO, APO with the P mean private. Um, yeah, it ruin the share price in many ways, but I don't know if there were other factors with that. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
there's lots of other factors around those, but you don't have, yeah, you don't have like many events of that converting of debt happening. We have seen it happen though. We've seen the same thing with MFS also, with also the
Mm-hmm.
same destruction of the share price.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who else have you seen it with? We've seen quiet dilution in the same way, maybe, but I think via the board movements with JAMT.
Yes.
Yeah, JAMT has done just like a heavy amount of selling to the queues over the years
Mm-hmm.
from those in company insiders with millions of units. Sometimes there's one-off trades, other times it's just straight to the queue, and
Yep.
we've seen it wipe out a lot of value. But they see how they approach it is also interesting. But yeah, it's a broadening of the options in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And I like them. Plus, yo, at the end of the day, I don't love any of these companies more than I love my hard-earned money, So
Yes.
if you do it in a way that allow me to make money, sure. So that's the core behind why the APO is terrible for us as retail investors, is that it's not done with any thought towards us and share
Mm-hmm.
price.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so your money get
It's
burned up, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But
it's
but
so till like it's It's named
Don't please for
APO. It's
us,
sold like
guys.
it's sold in the same way you sell an IPO. And not necessarily that IPO mean they land and they make money. We've seen a lot of that recently. It don't actually work like that. But it was coming out of a time when the general view of an IPO was that. So if I say that if the market is excited for IPOs and the idea behind it is they must likely make some money, then sell the other thing like that. And that's the feel that we get from it. That's the idea that we come with to it. And to this day still I say like that in my view. So
And that's actually been its downfall, that it
mhm.
brought a lot of people up to have those sort of expectations, and then
Yeah, 'cause they're
it
selling it, right? It have to
exactly. So
sound
that
good.
then,
That's one of the biggest things. You can
Let's make money
if you
together,
can sell
guys.
something neutrally and people buy it, yeah, great.
mhm.
But in most cases, that's not the way. You tell people why it's good. You present it as good, so they're buying.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, it's just, it is what it is. But outside of that sort of, that's a definite burn up your money situation, money burn right up. But in more attractive situations for money, we've seen. I didn't want to just go this week. Maybe we can even look at like I said, the 200 day on the market. So the 200 day in the year on the market, 200 market day. What is nice and what jumps to
Quick.
mind? Say.
So it jumps to mind, great, because I want to speak about this, and it just jumped to mind. I was scrolling the market thing, and I saw key insurance, and I
Oh,
realized, yeah, I need to go look back what's going on there because they're not wrapped up with it with all they're doing, right? They take over and all that. Well, where are we with that?
ah, I think
When last hear from them on it?
they're now in the stage where, I mean, obviously everybody didn't participate. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
participated.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might be at the stage where they're probably over the 20%. So maybe they have to
Mm-hmm.
delist now.
Mm-hmm.
Or ask for permission to not delist for a while. Like, who else on the market that has that? Somebody else on the market said that they asked for permission, and they're in that
Yeah,
liminal
that's happened recently,
space.
don't it?
Yeah, I don't remember which company it is, but I know
That's
there's
I worried.
a
Yeah.
company in that space, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where they ask for permission to still be on, and then I think maybe it's Energy, that is the other
Yeah,
company.
okay, thank you. Because my first thought was Wigton, but
No, no,
I,
not
I
Wicton.
know exactly. But Wigton is not energy, but you know the links. So my first thought
Yeah,
like it can't be, so I was saying Wigton. So I put my head, I was like, it can't be Wigton though. But then I think, oh yes, energy. Thank you.
yeah, I think
I believe it is
Energy,
energy. Yeah, I'm just open the thing and see. But
and
key.
they had
One second.
some wild Energy, that is, had some wild points around how they intend to fix it, and how like they're okay with it. It's the kind of thing you can get away with, I think.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I just realized I have three delay notices too.
yeah, they said that they are. This is the notice from Energy on it, that they intend to sell a portion. This is the majority shareholder. The advised market at its shareholder. That's interesting. IEC, Innovative Energy Group Limited, hereby advises the market that its shareholder, IEC Energy Company Limited, intends to sell a portion of its ordinary shares on the open market as a part of Energy's commitment to maintaining the public float requirements that the JSE has, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the company has 1.1 billion shares, which is 83.931%. And obviously, if the requirement is no
20,
more
then
than 80, that means that they have about 3.9, maybe 3 point,
yep,
3
3.93
point,
to sell.
or 94 if they go 79.99 to sell. So that's wild. That's just them telling us that, yo, we have this to sell, and we're gonna sell it. Like, that's upcoming. Well, I don't know if it's upcoming pain, but it's. I mean, I think I thought of it as upcoming pain. I thought, well, I don't want to necessarily be in it when that happens.
Mm-hmm. See, has it happened? It's July. Then put that notice.
Yeah, but I don't think they've done it as yet. And they
Same.
and the fact that they say they plan to sell it on the open market, like that's a term that might not mean what it sounds like, right? I'm wanting to do like an offer for sale or an offer for sale as a part of a larger event. I think they're probably gonna do a larger event.
Yeah, not that's what I was thinking.
So
Finger piece, another thing.
yeah, they spoke about doing an APO some time back, and then I think they've realized that the winds have shifted when it comes to the APO. At least for retail investors, I always say, yo, if you don't need the retail for an APO, go ahead and do it.
Just
You're
over
not doing
send me
it for the
now.
retail
We not
anyway.
did it.
Exactly. But if you need the retail, if you plan to attract regular market participants outside of like your own pensions or your controlled funds or whatever, if you plan to attract people, then the APO thing, people are wising up to it that it's not good for us, right? And these guys had before, I think most people had wised up to it, had pretty much stated that their intention was to do it. Or if I remember correctly, if they hadn't said that, they pretty much made all the moves that show that they intend to do it, in my view. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They say they have an offer for sale, 51.7 million shares on the open market through a licensed broker during regular trading sessions. I mean, I like that. I like that people reading it. What I do know, and anybody who has a little more experience in the market knows that it don't like those things don't mean always what you think they mean. Yeah, they don't
They
always
say it knowing exactly. They say it not
what.
knowing they don't. I don't have to explain. I know it can. The vagueness. I have these five different ways I can work this, and I'm not telling you which one. But I said enough. I told you what I'm doing
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned. As far as you're concerned.
yeah. I have fulfilled my obligations under the law.
Yes.
Yeah. So like that notice came out July 21st,
Mhm.
and so it has 51.7 million units traded since then, July 21st.
Mhm. And the thing, so what hit my key was it? It's trading. It's just trading still.
Well, they haven't done the
Hmm
delisting application side of things yet. So key
hmm So key is
is
a
there.
publicly listed company that is trading. People buy and
Hmm.
sell it.
Hmm.
So what are you when I that's when I look and say what am I thinking there? When I see somebody put in a buy order or a sell order, like it's $1 order at 29 volumes, $1 order. Was it there the
Mm,
whole time, or somebody get up and say maybe we can do a thing here? So
let me try something.
hmm and then the brave $4.14 sell. What's the idea? GK might buy it from you at this price. They might, to
I
be
mean,
honest.
I mean,
Uh,
do I? I mean, I'll say it. I don't. I'll say uh, they will. They will. They will. I didn't. You said it. I didn't realize. I mean, I might buy some. I have bought some. I own some. I haven't sold it to GK yet, but
Oh,
I might. Ten
uh,
thousand units below. I might. Because will GK buy it? Why not? Of
why
course they
not?
will.
We don't buy how much at $2. $4 kill.
Yeah. No, no. Will they buy it? Will they buy it at higher than the price in the official
Uh-huh.
buyout that's now closed? They have said no that they won't. They've said no. They won't. They've said that in that the six people who actually read that document know that it
hmm
said that that the price that they'll buy it at post that is 270.
hmm
But yeah, they've said that. I'll give everything away to the public, and you can go read that document
Hey,
to all
when you
that.
said
Yeah,
post that, they said post that.
they said post that. They did say that post. If they're like it's a whole process. There's a
Uh-huh.
whole section of the law dedicated to how these things should work and what the
hmm
obligations are and what the rights are. And so they've said that the price. So if you didn't participate, like I didn't participate, if you
hmm
didn't participate, then your price, the price, if they're buying it later on, and I'm paraphrasing here, this is not exactly what GK said. So I'm paraphrasing. But if they buy it later on, the price that they're buying it at will be the same 270.
hmm
So No, granted, if that's happening after it's delisted, it might not be as smooth a transaction as when it is listed, right? And I believe the document speaks to other taxes and fees being in there if that happens when it's delisted. But yeah, like I just think it's a matter of time before it's delisted, and at
Mm-hmm.
that point, it's a different fight for you if you are
That's your order.
yeah, if you're a shareholder still, it's a different fight, it's a different headache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ease of just opening J trader. Eh?
Exactly, and not having to worry about certain things, including the greater taxes that you'd have to have. Yeah,
A client on Bridging messaged me earlier today to ask, welcome for TJH.
the most popular stock on the
What
market.
do you mean?
Yeah.
What that mean?
Of course, I asked him, and he was saying, that's interesting, like, who is buying? Yeah. Like,
Oh no, he's wondering,
everybody.
oh, because of the recent rise.
Yeah, everybody still like above the 420. Nice. Lots of buys.
Well, it's always that,
430
right?
hitting today. What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's always heavy buys, always heavy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's literally what I mean. It's always
Yeah.
heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you link it
But
today to ask.
it's rising and going. Yeah, a good amount of pushing
Mm,
over the last week. It's been up. Yeah.
mm.
And
And I
the
think that's
last,
what Editor K
wait,
was mentioning. So she saw
mhm.
also.
Last week I said I figure out. I mean, I do think there's still a lot of retail there. Then I don't think this happen. This again, I don't think moves like this on TJS happen on just retail.
If you know my opinion, I don't think retail have anything at all to do with.
Exactly.
Yeah, retail just happy to happy
I'm in the taxi,
happy.
I'm in the back seat.
Yeah, man, happy to have been invited to the party at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the question is always, well, I don't know. Let's see if anybody wants to join or ask any questions. Let me not assume what the questions are, especially around Trans Jamaica. If
Mm.
you're listening on Twitter, feel free to send a speaker
To chime
request or
in.
ask us a question. Yeah, man, chime in. Let's hear how you're
If
thinking.
you buying
Because,
Trans Jamaica, tell me why. Yeah, that's good. If you're buying it.
oh,
You see,
it's
if I like it
actually
and you said you're buying 420 and think that, what are you thinking? Because like 420 done. One 420 left in the thing, right? Yeah, it's very quickly going up. So
in the queue.
yeah, just one.
Mm,
It's a nice push this week, man.
mm, 1 420. And it traded at 420. It traded, yeah, it traded at 420 today.
The highest
Traded at
today
and above,
was above, yeah, man. Even
430.
430 hit, yeah.
Traded all the way up to 430
Up to
today.
430. Yeah.
Well,
So pressure.
no,
Somebody will
I
be.
have thoughts on it, but I also have the chill session with the girl subscribers tomorrow. So I'm sure they'll ask me about it and I'll tell them. I'm sure they're watching now. So tomorrow I will tell them my own thinking around it. Let's see what the conversations are tomorrow.
Mhm.
Um, I'll see if that point I wanted to make around the transfer maker for them. Um, or if somebody comes on and asks about it. Uh Shay, what you have in
Hmm?
mind? Talk wise. Outside of Trans Jamaica, unless that's something you're interested in. But I mean, so on Trans Jamaica SVL. What, what,
um, I think ECL.
sorry about that.
Mm.
ECL had mentioned the other day something about. I guess they're revisiting the idea they had about expanding
Outside of the
outside of the
airport.
airport.
Yeah.
That
Got some
was
news article on
that
that
seemed
recently.
kind of interesting.
Hmm.
I know they had mentioned Auntie Anne's and the
Auntie Annie's
yeah,
word.
that's the one I love. I know
If
they
I
had the
told you I have not
Cinnabon
been to that
or
airport since
or
I was a
whatever.
child.
What,
Yeah.
Mobile Airport?
Yeah.
I just love the almond pretzel, bro. I just every time I go Atlanta, I have it. I have to
Yeah.
find it.
So
I
you,
think
you
maybe
don't
on my
have it
eight
when you're
long drives, every time I go
yeah.
airport, it's Kingston. I just make sure I'm just
Oh, well, the
it's a
drive not
straight
that
line.
long anymore, you know.
It is. You're
But
right. It's just
yeah, or just fly.
that too. Fear.
I mean, the flight. Hey, I mean, I don't know if that's a secret, but the flights are cheaper from Mobay. So
It is. This
yeah,
one is
every flight's
everybody in my
cheaper from
family
Mobay.
does it. Everybody else does it. Everybody
Oh,
else.
do the Mobay run?
They go to a movie. And me,
Yeah,
one carbon I know.
yeah. Cause the time,
Carbon.
yeah, the time. I don't mind. I don't mind going flying in there and driving up, but also sometimes yeah, Kingston might just be easier or simpler.
Mhm.
But eh, Mobay is for the tourists and for half of the island, and for half of the
You
island.
can't if you they will riot. If anybody
Yeah,
for the tourists, what
true.
you mean? Don't
True.
forget
But
it now.
Shay, you say Shay said she
ECL.
like Auntie Annie's, but she like ECL. But you never say you buy it in Mobay, Shay. You
Brandy,
buy it
I don't go to the airport with time to spare.
straight up.
Oh yeah,
I
Wheels
don't,
up as you
I
quick
don't
reach.
do
move.
it. I
Wheels
don't do
up as you
it.
reach.
Yeah, man.
Jet life.
Yeah.
I, I don't I don't like the time to spare part where I sit around and whatever. In fact, I think
Also same.
recent times, once I've been in the airport like sitting and
Mhm.
like I just went into the what's it name? Mobi Club Mobi or something or
Uh-huh.
whatever I want name. But I
Uh-huh.
don't generally get there with enough time to go
Mhm.
and chill and buy things.
Um,
But definitely a brand I like. And Jamaica loves pastry.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I think maybe they saw
mhm, that's
what
what I was thinking
was
about the
Mr. Lisa Hannah's was Lisa Hannah's husband's um um
crispy.
Krispy
mm,
Kreme. I think maybe they saw
mhm,
the the the
Hello.
Krispy Kreme acceptance in
the
Jamaica and
uptake.
figure,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Auntie Annie's is and they have the brand already, right? No, I don't know if they have the franchise for airports in Jamaica, and
Airports.
then
Mm-hmm.
them have like the franchise
That's
for.
for a general. Those
But yo, you
outside
can get
Well,
it.
airports.
they
Beyond
hinted at
duty.
it in the thing I saw.
What did you see? An article?
I'm looking for it right now. Yeah. Basically, them spend up their money. Them not saying what them. I think,
There was
but
an article here about
yeah.
recent
Um,
about moving
I have
outside of
to
the
find
airport.
it. But yeah, let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, wow.
Same Bridget mentioned Margaritaville. Said they made more profit than they've made in a while of recent.
All right,
I
here
mean,
we go.
that's funny because that's the same company, right?
Yeah, exactly what I thought of it. So what a good coincidence.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is it this article, Shay?
Uh, yeah,
US $5 million gamble?
hmm
Hmm. All
that
right, yeah.
one. I thought it was
This is
interesting.
Dashan. It's probably Dashan, yeah.
Hmm
Yeah.
You can tell from the writing.
So that was something interesting that I saw. Um,
Dashan with help.
This is come back again. We hear this before from them. So
mhm.
anything concrete though, or outside of us the plan to
I guess that them actually here for the franchise or whatever now.
spend money.
Yeah,
So the
money.
quotation from the executive
Hmm.
Ian, their
That's
founder,
what that's what I was looking
is
for.
yeah, he says the truth is that once you put in the infrastructure for the overall areas, I mean, until the airport expands further, we have the infrastructure. So after that, it's just maintenance, right? And then the
Hmm
important part comes next. He says, then after that, you're trying to secure brands that will keep your momentum going forward and with the potential of further opportunities outside of the existing space.
Mhm.
When pressed on where these outside
Outside.
opportunities lie, there was clear. Well, right now we've been operating at the airport only, so we're trying to secure some additional opportunities outside of the physical space that we currently operate in. I like that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It can mean what you want, because I mean it could mean NMIA, right? It could mean moving to Norman Manley,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I thought about that as well.
which it was I think it was on BrickTalk I spoke about that. Either BrickTalk
Mhm.
or in the group. I
Mhm.
said that the same company runs Norman Manley
Yeah,
Airport.
you did
So
say it here.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
So
wow.
The
I
thing I
thought
think
about
about
that when I
immediately
saw it
is
as well.
as well like Margaritaville. Do they? Hmm.
They're confirmed that the massive investment was to take ownership of a number of different brands with the intention of rolling them out outside of the airport. And that's it in quotation. So I'm attributing that to they're attributing that to Ian there,
Mhm.
which is major to say openly. Is good because that's clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
He declined to name the specific brands. Ambition has been years in the making. In 2022, they signaled their intent, announced a master franchise agreement that would see it develop multiple locations across Jamaica for popular American brands, including pretzel shop Auntie Annie's and the bakery Cinnabon. It's not clear if these are the same brands now being secured, but it confirms the strategy to leverage well-known franchises for domestic growth has been long held. Ultimately, we want to try at this point, certainly two, but probably three.
Three. Mm-hmm.
Word,
Mhm.
word. No, how realistic is that plan? I mean, to give you some color behind it, Ian there also is responsible for Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
think, and
Outside
he's
Jamaica. Oh
also,
yeah.
yeah, he's
Outside the
also
air.
on,
Outside Jamaica
eh,
too. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say outside the
yeah,
airport. I missed and said okay Jamaica, but yeah, also he is Starbucks outside Jamaica too.
Yep.
is he?
Caribbean.
Is he?
The
Yeah,
regional.
he thing that Caribbean thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, regional.
Yeah, but
When you go to Trinidad airport, you're thinking that's them again.
is it them though? Is
As
it the
far as I
same
know.
Caribbean
Yeah.
brand? Or because I think there's a split somewhere
Caribbean
in the
coffee.
Caribbean now.
Caribbean coffee.
Somebody,
Somebody else does it
Oh.
as well as them.
I don't, I'm tell you something I saw, can do the research, but I think somebody else in the Caribbean owns the franchise for one or two places. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I love if it's that, but I'd also love if we could touch it. I'd love if we could get that on the market. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Me too.
Lord. Mm.
yeah,
Love that.
cool brands. I mean, I think Auntie Annie's is probably the one, definitely one of them. Auntie Annie's is something that Jamaicans who travel know. You hear Shay talking about it a while ago. And I mean, I also I'm
It's
guilty.
that one. It's just that. Just I like the different ones, but the one is my favorite. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one. That's the one
I've
I really love.
I've never had that one, but I have it. And just like you, Shay, yeah, me and the airport thing, I also arrived just in time for my flights. Uh,
I've missed flights twice.
yeah, me too. That's the only time you'll see me in the airport.
We don't need a jet, man. For real.
I, I I agree with you so much, Danai. My
Can't miss
bank
your own
account
flight,
does
you know.
not.
It wait for you.
My account does not agree with you at all.
Yeah, that's not what we're doing. That's what she said.
Yeah, I would like to get that even slightly that kind of money. Um, we feel like Jamaican consumers will enjoy some of the offerings, and by doing that, it will allow Express to have a little more of the economic base that is not relying only on the airport space. What I like about that is that they're speaking clearly to it being on the Express catering, because it annoyed me that
Hmm.
the whole Starbucks
Starbucks was
expansion,
out. Yeah, you remember that? Think
yeah,
about.
So
Remember
much.
how conflated the Starbucks outside the airport was with the car Starbucks inside the airport. We kept hearing about
hmm
it over
Hmm.
and over and over. Say it was them. I was like, no, 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 no. They're only in the airport. Same guy with presence
Hmm.
outside, but we only earning on the airport.
This
hmm
time it's
Yeah.
this time
So
it's ECL.
yeah. So moving out, seeing some nice things there. I really like that. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
so I
actually
liked
this
it.
is a quick move though, which is a
Mm-mm.
good thing in certain ways. It means you have ups and downs
Mm-hmm.
along just if you track the journey of this, there might be opportunities more than once in the same stock, just following this specific thing.
Mhm. I like this. I've always wanted somebody to ask about it. Um,
Like, 'cause we
ECL,
talked about this already, bro.
what the due from related party?
We talk about it. Say, we talk about the outside. We talk about going outside. We talk about when they spoke about it, and then
Mhm.
where again?
Yeah, yeah. No man, I was
me,
talking
me,
about
me, me.
that.
Mm.
I'm talking about that line I just read, but keep going, keep going.
Oh, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
so
The thing you just said, I really wanted to continue. So, new from related parties. What are you saying?
yeah, so the due from related party, I'm quoting from the article again. The due from related parties, the due from related companies balance has grown to 17.81 million,
Mm-hmm.
US 17.81 million. That means that ECL has given 17.8 million US dollars worth of value to external companies that are owned by company related parties to the company.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's a loan, but it carries no fixed repayment terms. Um, yeah, so it's like the money goes into ECL and it has gone outside to related parties.
I would just
And there's no clear obligation of
engagement.
repayment
Yeah.
there in terms of at least how it's worded here. And how it is worded,
Mm-hmm.
I know the line from the financials. I'm just surprised that they were asked about it and that it was answered. Asked how he justifies it to shareholders, they acknowledge it is a priority.
Is
That
this
is
the old?
something
No,
that
no, stop right now. I'm almost certain I've seen this in news somewhere.
we've spoken about it, but I don't know if we've spoken about
I'm,
it
to be honest, I was
on
speaking
this.
about it. I feel like somebody else did ask, or that's on himself. It would take me to go back to the news and see, but
Yeah, or maybe David. I mean, I think that's something that David might ask about.
mm-hmm.
But to see it in the newspaper like this, I'm actually just surprised. So ask how he justifies this to shareholders. They acknowledge it is a priority. That is something
What I mean.
that we are working through now to get down. The idea is that we've had to do some advances in the group, and we are also intending to really, at the end of the day, also pay that down through
What I mean.
dividend opportunities in the future.
What have we?
Uh, what?
How that work?
Same.
I have an
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But my mind is trying to figure out a way that he
oh
meant,
no,
right? I'm hoping
I
maybe there's
am
some string
surprised
to
that
there.
there is something said that there I should save this
How
article
that
in
work?
case it
So how that work for
disappears.
you?
You know
I know
what?
I you know
That's a good
you
idea.
know how it works. You know how it works. Um
Maybe I
I'm
don't.
surprised that he said that. I'm surprised that he said that and that they quoted him that way. I am very surprised that they quoted him that way.
Me
This
too,
points to a
actually.
mechanism. This points to a mechanism
Oh, I
where
guess he tells me how it
where
works.
where I don't know if this is him. Let me be clear. I'm not quoting him now. So if I'm quoting him, I say I'm quoting him. I'm quoting the article now. This points to a mechanism
I would love this
where
part to be where the quotes are.
future dividends paid to the parent company would effectively reduce the outstanding loan balance.
Randy again. How does that work? So I pay the dividend to the parent company, and the parent company gives
So
pays on the loan. So is it that the
I,
parent company is related party?
no, but that's not what it says.
Tell
The
me.
related, no, no, I think the related party is the parent company among
Me too.
other
That's
companies.
what
Now we can
that's
check.
what
We
that's,
can
that's
check.
what we don't say.
Yeah, but
I
I
think.
don't.
Sure, we know what I think. Yes,
Yeah,
continue.
they've said it. I think they've said that.
In audited, right?
Yeah, yeah. I look. I see. I think they've listed what the related parties are. Kind of related party balances.
Mm-hmm.
Um, however, the thing that I am looking at, I'm actually surprised that it's worded this way. Yo, big up Dashan for this
Mm-hmm.
article. This is the
Fox.
I big up you, Shay, because I missed this. I
I
missed this
skimmed it.
completely.
I saw the thing and I said, "We must see this part already," and it actually opened somewhere else in my millions of tabs to read again to actually go through properly. So thanks for bringing me back here, Shay. This
Hey, sweet
So
success.
so it's not the parent. Ooh, the Margaritaville Limited is the related party with the 17 million, a different
uh-huh.
one. Uh, if I recall correctly, Margaritaville is
Limited is
certainly in
not
the same
Margaritaville
group.
St. Lucia. Same group. I
No,
think
no, I think it's St. Lucia's parent.
St. Lucia owns both of them. Let me check.
No, yes. So Margaritaville St. Lucia is the parent,
I remember this
and
was an
that
IPO.
owns Margaritaville Turks. And then there was an article. That article I did see, they're talking about an IPO, which I can understand it, right? If you
Oh,
list
there's also another thing I need to look at. There was that
you,
article, and it's
I
also
saw
open
that
on my thing
article. I
there.
didn't go in there. So
you can
to
list
go
the
in
drop the
there.
debt. You can list the drop the
Mm-hmm.
debt.
Hmm.
So Margaritaville St. Lucia is the parent company of ECL, and it's also the parent company
Of
of
Margaritaville Limited, I believe.
of correct
Margaritaville Turks.
Margaritaville
Let's open the thing
Turks.
then.
Yeah. Well, people watching, following along by video will also see, thanks to my money, JA. Yeah, it is also the parent company of Margaritaville Turks. And I think all of those are all on the Margaritaville Caribbean. I'm going off memory for that last bit. No.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wait a minute.
What's up?
I just want to be absolutely sure.
So
The
so
Margaritaville Caribbean Group Limited owns Margaritaville Grand Turk, but that also owns the whole Margaritaville, as far as I know, the
no.
Margaritaville Group.
So
I no, go ahead,
oh
Nene. Go ahead.
so you think Margaritaville Caribbean owns St. Lucia, and St. Lucia owns ECL.
No, no, no. So Margaritaville Caribbean Group Limited
Mm-hmm.
does own MTL,
Turks. Mm-hmm.
Turks, yeah, which is listed.
Uh-huh.
ECL is
Owned
owned,
by Margaritaville St. Lucia.
yes, by
So
Margaritaville
who
St.
owns
Lucia.
Margaritaville St. Lucia?
That's not public, my brother. I mean, it's probably Margaritaville Caribbean.
Okay.
I think, I think, I
Then
think there's sister company. I think there's sister
is
companies within the
Margaritaville
group.
Limited Margaritaville Turks?
No, no, I don't
All
believe
right.
so.
I don't believe so either.
No, I think Margaritaville Turks is just Margaritaville Turks.
Mm-hmm. Me too. So
Yeah, going back
dividends.
to the article. Yeah,
How does that work in?
that's a hell of a sentence, and they quoted him.
Mm-hmm.
And he and there have to put on him Tyrone suit and send some send some lawsuit and tell them the headline have to change. Well, because it's a quote, they're quoting him. That's a wild sentence.
Wait, wait,
It's not a wild
uh,
sentence. It's just a surprising to me sentence
why say it's not well? How would it work?
because
Uh, ECL pays dividends. What happens to the loan?
nothing at first,
Mm-hmm.
or I could withhold the dividend at the. But no, that's not the. It's
It's not the same
again.
guy.
But assuming it's within the group, and I think it's within
Group.
the group.
Yeah, your money can't move around in the group. Yeah. So it's not to me. It's not like
The group can move money around. The parent can move money around within the group, but the group members can't.
those thing that they have to actually
Yeah,
follow certain
yeah.
mechanisms that
Correct,
dividends
correct,
according.
correct. So I don't know that the dividend. Um, I don't know that there's a direct line between it. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if
So some
he's
other things that
whole.
happen outside.
That
So why I don't like the quote is that it sounds like something that necessarily can if you're just if you take it as is without applying extra steps, it sounds like it don't something that cannot be. The dividend cannot pay down a loan by paying a dividend. You hear me? So people, I don't want people to take it as that. But then things have to happen on top of that. So how does it
yeah.
work? What exactly are we doing to get this loan down? It's a priority.
But you can say it's a priority. You can say anything.
I know. It's not
Yeah.
me said.
It's larger than the bond that they've taken, right?
Yeah.
All right. How would you do it then, eh?
How would I do it? Pay down thing
Yeah.
there? Pay down. Uh, so I don't like that. But okay, let's go. Let's try. Dividends, no.
Mm,
But so
yeah. So,
here's why I don't like dividends. Here's why I don't like dividends. Because I lend money to Shay, and you tell it I must pay dividends to Shay for Shay to pay me back the money.
but that's not to his credit, and the people's all
He
out
never
of
said
court.
that.
That's not what he said. That's not what he
Exactly.
said.
But
He was a very big. I am really surprised. Maybe they
when you
didn't
say when you
send
say
this to him before.
I'll pay dividends out, you're saying I want to take my money that I made to help pay back the loan I gave, and those sound nice. But also just be
Sound
real.
great. What do you mean? It
But
sounds great to me. It sounds great to me because if them pay
it's my
dividends, I
group.
get some. Yeah, sounds
Yes,
amazing to me. Sorry, continue.
wait, why sound great?
It
Because
sounds great to me, Randy, the investor. Just from the perspective of ECL dividends. That's
it's a less dividends.
well, there wouldn't be less
Why?
dividends because if
Why?
they need to pay X amount of dividends in order
Get the money. Mhm.
to if hypothetically the dividend, this portion of the dividend that goes to the parent company is going to find its way back
We
to
back
ECL
down
in the
that.
form
Mm-hmm.
of reducing the related party loan,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I as a ECL shareholder, I'm gonna be happy because
Yeah,
it's
so that's
telling me
a
that there's a
being
guarantee of
real. That's a being
dividends.
real. It's I know how it sounds, how people take, how it can sound to people, but the reality is, it's within a group.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
it
I
is a
only
pay
own
dividend.
this part of the group.
Exactly. So it's happily, it's less. The reality is, oh, some of the dividends some of the money that leave in our company will be coming back
And in it and
and cutting my
in
debt.
the
It's not
and
it's the
cutting my
money I
debt,
lend
which
out.
is
No,
strengthening my balance sheet.
it's not cutting.
Yeah,
That's the funny part.
it's
It's in my dollars. It's not cutting my debt. It's the money I lent.
yeah,
So my
damn
debt
it.
doesn't go down. It's my asset converts to cash at least.
And there's no interest on it anyway.
There's no it's
Hmm.
not working in my favor necessarily. But my asset that I have on this book, it's that was non-tangible. It's converting to cash in essence. The money is being paid back.
And it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So
No, I think what I like about it, well, you're right, we spoke about this on earnings season,
earnings
maybe.
season. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I spoke about how the pressure in this could lead to certain listings years
Mm-hmm.
from now. And when we said
And then
that
we
was
hear
years ago,
so that's why the big job when they first spoke about the IPO thing, we were excited because it was the conversation coming back around.
yeah, I think
And
that's it.
we also are hearing the IPO talk again recently, right? Well, let me open the actual article properly because I think that let me open the article and I think
Yeah.
what just happened.
I don't know if anybody else have any thoughts. I saw Brickota join us. Shay, I don't know if you have any thoughts on it too. Shay, you really
Same
find a
thing.
good
Yeah,
one
so the
here.
IPO is at this time prospect. Okay, that's what I want to check. I was checking is the IPO news or IPO saying we're not yet. This IPO
Which
is
one?
Well,
not yet.
The other article? I
So
didn't hear what you said.
Margarita of the Caribbean saying
Oh, I
again,
think
IPO is not yet.
yeah, not right now.
I mean, again, well, you know my view about
Mm-hmm.
companies and CEOs, but um, what what does hmm, I mean, him saying that the distant prospect, that's a headline, right? That's just a headline. That don't mean
Was it?
at
Let's see
this
it now.
point. Shout out to Dashan. Like
Oh yeah,
I
He did.
actually have to go and read the song. I like I like this a lot. Um,
No, we have more quotes in this one.
yeah, I suspect is one
It's
conversation and you
one
cut it up.
conversation, two articles.
Yeah,
Might be a
Yep.
third.
potential offering in an October 2023
Interview.
interview. That's 2 years ago.
Hmm.
stated that pursuing a listing on a major regional exchange to raise US 4 to 5 mil for expansion. Asked an update there said it's obviously something I can't speak to as yet. This is 2 years later. Only that it was in the company's very near future.
So does that sound like that doesn't sound like this on process, eh?
No, but again, we don't. Well, I encourage you not to do headline
That's a quote, my
journalism.
brother.
Yeah, that is a hell of a quote.
But
Is in the com.
the quote is fighting the headline.
Well, I don't read the headlines. I read the articles. I don't know how that could have been a headline. Anyway, maybe because I haven't read the whole thing.
Maybe I don't read the whole thing. Okay.
They acknowledge setbacks. Noted that the mobile location was knocked out of commission, but it's back on track now. Partial reopening in December. He expected to be fully operational before the year is out. Damaged cruise ship pier is expected to be back online in very short order. Shay, is the Ochi cruise ship pier open? You know?
Mm-mm.
No, you don't know, or no, it's not open.
I'm going to say no, I don't know. But I'm
But
going
last I
to
checked, it
say
wasn't.
also, yeah, it wasn't. Um, Also, I went by there the other day, and just based on how the traffic was, I don't think they're using the original one just yet.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, they're not using the big one. They're using the small one, same way.
Hmm.
Uh, but we're in what, October now? Come
Hmm.
on, guys.
Well, I did a whole heap of reading around that thing. I mean, they're redoing it and they're trying to redo it properly, right? The cruise
Oh
ship
yeah,
really
and they're
damaged it.
they're
Yeah,
yeah. I know
I
they're
think.
going to go bigger. Like that was their whole idea.
Yeah, go bigger. Yeah, and that's I think worth it. And also do it
Oh yeah,
properly so that just in
definitely.
case that thing happens
Mm-hmm.
again, you don't have the same sort of thing.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So if you're going to do it, just do it good and done. I can support that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you wouldn't have heard that because I think that wouldn't necessarily have been said quite as openly again because it was heading into elections and yeah, that's of all the time to list the politicians, it's not before an election.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but now that the election done and we know who the winners are, I mean, it's back to work. And so I think it's being done, and that's a major dot there also. Um, and I remember it's so funny. I remember that quote from this article, but I was looking it up because of Dolphin Cove. I'd actually shared it to the girl group when it came up because of Dolphin Cove highlighting that. But anyway, bullish on Jamaica. Given the absence of fresh IPO details, they're steered focus toward the group's operational performance. Most transparent evidence which come from its listed subsidiary MTL, Margaritaville Turks Limited. And you guys can go on my money G and look that up. I mean, yeah, strong numbers. Uh, but going back to the point, because I hell of a tangent, I don't want to lose it. I'll answer the question I also asked Danai, so it's fair. How would I do it? And how could I interpret this? How could I interpret uh
That dividend thing.
yeah, that dividend? Oh, here comes Phil. Yeah, come in, Phil. You
Brick
catch a
talk.
lawsuit, not me. Come in.
That's what
Relevant.
friends are for.
That's funnier than you think, Yoshi.
Yeah,
That's funnier than you think.
goodness.
Hilarious. That's
Boy, I don't know.
hilarious.
I wonder if I mean it's vague enough to who is paying which dividend to whom and which parent company are they talking about. So I mean, if
Never thought about it like
a
that.
a parent company that the is owing money to ECL, whether it's St. Lucia or the ultimate parent company, whichever one, receives dividend from a different subsidiary, that dividend could be used to that's cash flow into that parent, and that could be used to pay. They can use that for whatever they want, including paying the debt to their other subsidiary. Is that what they mean? Maybe dividend opportunities.
That's it. I'm wondering if like they shared the article with Ian there before, and he was able to say yes to
Able
this.
to
But again,
prepare
well, again, assuming it's the same conversation that led to the
the
other
IPO thing.
article, maybe I don't know. It's an interesting sentence to put out there.
Mm,
And then the follow-up sentence, I just point out again that this is not what he said. This is just in the article.
right.
This points to a mechanism where future dividends paid to the parent company would effectively reduce the outstanding loan balance. So I mean, okay,
But even if you
maybe you
just
could
take
have like maybe you could have like an agreement with the parent that we will agree for our other subsidiary that is majority shareholder in ECL, that we will offset the loan amounts against the dividend or portion of the dividend payments, and so that counts as a repayment, and it also allows greater cash to remain on the company's books, right? Because you'd be declaring like you'd be declaring a dividend of whatever size, and roughly half of it, 49. Am I looking at the right one? No. You'd be declaring a dividend,
60 odd
and
percent.
60 odd percent of it is staying on the
Mhm.
books in terms of cash. You don't have to find cash for it. But that cash, I'm sure, wasn't unneeded. I'm sure that money was needed before. So
So
if
it'll be shifting the debt out of this sub to the next sub, right? Or
as
shifting debt up the ladder, moving
mm,
three things together,
up the
one debt.
ladder back down here, and it's our subsidiary, so I'm saying, hey, the payments you're gonna give to Peter, that and Peter owe me a grand, so and I owe you a grand. So instead of paying Peter the grand, keep that grand, and I don't owe you nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That could work. That could work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I said that could work. I know for a fact that that can work.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Because
Yeah,
dividend is not
things worked so before,
a dividend is
and,
not
and,
shit.
will- and will
It's
work so
not
in the
debt,
future.
right?
yeah. So let me ignore that I just said. What you said a while ago, Phil?
I don't mean I don't mean that badly.
No,
Mm.
I know you don't mean it badly. I don't mean it badly. I know you don't mean it badly. Shout out to what is the name of that? That ticker is defeating me. What's the name of that ticker? That NCB listed company the other day.
NCB listed company.
NCB listed it,
NCB listed
but they're just
company.
a broker.
Omni?
It's not like the Omni. Yeah,
Mm,
shout out to Omni.
Omni. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
to
I
Omni.
don't think about Omni too much.
But they kind of, I think they kind of match what you just said, no, don't I? Dividend offsets and all kind of thing. In fact, I believe there was a dividend
Makes sense.
offset somewhere
I
in
think
there.
so.
Yeah, I think I'm going off memory. I could be wrong. Well, sorry,
Yeah,
Phil.
I'm wondering if I am as well. I wonder if I imagine
You're
that.
not wrong with what you said because you never said any company. You said it happened in the past, and I agree with you, it
I know.
happened in the past.
No, he said Omnia. It sounds familiar. But I don't know if I'll see. I'll check.
I could be wrong too. It might just be my mind. Uh, but yeah, Phil, you're saying
Yeah, man. No, no, I was just saying that the a dividend coming from another sub to the parent wouldn't be debt. It's just a dividend.
true, but if
So it
the
wouldn't.
parent owes the sub, then the payments could offset it, right? Then you have to look at,
Mm-hmm.
like, what does that mean? Like, is we gonna offset it over the next 10 years, 15 years? Because again,
Mm-hmm.
it's a large debt. It's larger than the bond that
Balance,
they
yeah.
did. Yeah,
Huge.
17 million US.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
17 million US, who knows? So, what I think, saying I was going to answer what I think could happen.
Mm-hmm.
That level of money that's there, maybe then I prepare some of the other members of the group and I IPO them and I maybe have a nice reserve or in the IPO we have some shares that convert and convert as payout to ECL in order to wipe away the debt. So ECL no longer has the debt, but ECL has 17 million US worth of 17 million US worth of Margaritaville Caribbean shares, maybe, or Margaritaville Jamaica shares. And so,
Huh.
you create it. Although that would do what? That would be valuing like Margaritaville. Let's say they were to value Margaritaville Caribbean at that'd be valuing it at what? Almost 3 billion US? 17 mil US is almost 3 billion Jamaican, sorry. 2.7. Yeah, 2.7.
Fine, yeah.
2.7 billion Jamaican. So not junior. Well, no, wow. Maybe junior. What's the new junior limit with the 750? Like what does
750,
it?
right?
Yeah, no, what does it? What's the 20%?
Oh, you mean the value? 755
Yeah.
times 5. 750 times 5, 150 times 350. 375 or something like that?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. That would be June, yeah.
That would be. No, hmm.
You get a tax break.
And that's great on top of something like that. A tax break is
That is an
perfect on top of something like
amazing
that.
move.
On top of something like that, if you're saving yourself by getting a tax break in that situation.
That's an amazing move.
Uh-huh.
Sort of thing that on. No, all right.
That's certain
Let's.
that the amazing guys do, eh?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah,
Those junior market guys.
yeah. I mean, all right. Granted, all right. The 750 caps the company 3.7 bill. You can come to
Mm-hmm.
market with a full group. Yeah, you could. Oh, that's good. You come to market with a full group. You come the full 750. And you give the shares. You give maybe the Lions. Wow, you do the Lions share of the listing or of the shares as a gift, if you will. And I'm not saying gift, I don't have this right. I'm sick, so forgive me. Feverish brain. But you could then do the shares maybe like just as payment to ECL.
Payment.
That's
They'll
all.
give payment, yeah, payment.
Yeah, payment to ECL.
Mm-hmm.
But and then that doesn't just belong
And then that
to that belongs to ECL, meaning it belongs to all the shareholders, but then maybe
uh-huh,
ECL.
uh-huh.
ECL just a dividend in specie of all the shares, and then 62% of those shares go right back to. Oh, that's beautiful if that's what it is.
and no
Mm-hmm.
cash.
That's beautiful if that's what it
No cash is
is.
lost.
No cash is lost. The debt is off the book. You've done an IPO.
Mm-hmm.
Shareholders are happy, like me. I'd be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you've strengthened the company some sort of way, especially if you do a
Mm-hmm.
dividend in specie and it work out that way, and
Mm-hmm.
then
And then
you've
value
also made the
I
market
get
more
something.
exciting. Yeah, you've
And
also
then you as a
brought something
shareholder get
new
a
to the market.
something tangible.
Oh, yeah,
That would be
Mm-hmm.
great.
that would actually be nice.
But,
I suspect that that's what is being thought of. Hence, maybe the dual talk of IPO and it's
As well as that's funny. Dividends paying off that. That's how
yeah,
dividends
that
there's a lot of dividends in that whole thing.
dividend. Mm.
which is why you said a mechanism. Well, he didn't say mechanism.
He didn't say
Um,
it, but he did say, but his code said dividend.
Dividend
Also pay
opportunities, you know,
that
said dividend.
down through dividend opportunities
To
in the
dividend
future.
opportunities, which,
A very telling sentence.
yeah,
So yeah, a lot of potential there, friends.
Or it could just be the lie that I want to believe, right?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I love
it's
hopes
the thing
and
I said though.
dreams.
it's I'm trying to find ways where it
Run the
works,
ambition
not
again.
just the
Mm-hmm.
thing that just doesn't sound like it could be.
Well, we know then I think that what we know is upfront, just plainly spoken about like that. It can't work that way, right?
Uh-huh. So
Yeah. If I, oh, yeah, if if
I don't know if it's a far of us. We keep looking. We look for the sense, right? And
correct,
hope that there's the sense we see is what they're saying.
yeah, it's a very interesting article. Shout out to Dashan.
Yeah.
I have to give the praise where it's due because I have to give the praise where it's due because the I mean the state of the journalism in the space it's gotten enough of a beating. Some I have to point out when it's when there are bright
And it's
sparks, and
good.
this is
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this is a wonderful. This is the kind of article I want. I don't need. I can read the
I don't
financials,
need
and
the
I
financials back at me. I don't need to tell me.
exactly,
Oh,
and I
and
have
Yeah.
read the
April's and da
financials
da da da
already.
da. Da.
But pairing the financials with a interview and quotes from the interview like
Yep.
this is actual value add.
I
We
appreciate
have
it.
we've made good
Need
money
it.
off of things like this now. Of
Uh,
just an article like
Literally
that
millions, literally millions and
saying the right
millions.
thing. So I
Yeah,
can say I can actually have an actual insight into what's going on versus oh tell me I said grow by 12%. Oh yeah, I have a calculator to bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Right.
Yeah, no, this I am willing to bet that I will make money in the future because of this specific sentence.
All right, Shay, how much from that?
Eh,
Which year that?
ah, ah, um, wow, wow.
So that now look on the queue.
So that's a good point to bring me back to that night. The day before, I don't,
The trade,
not today,
daily
yesterday,
trades,
not the day before, yesterday.
the volume man, the volume.
Yeah, 5.2 mil worth, 1.8 million units.
Mm-hmm.
Um, traded in ECL. Hmm. Was that its biggest day ever? Not ever, but this year? No, it wasn't. It's second biggest day this year. But its biggest day being January 3rd. So if we move past January 3rd, yeah, if you ignore January 3rd, this is the yesterday was the biggest day ever.
Mm-hmm.
1.8 million units traded. Hmm. And it's traded interestingly.
Wait a minute. When is art come out? Shay?
I don't remember. No.
The article we're just quoting
The
came
10th.
out the 10th. Yeah.
Okay. So a week
Last
ago,
week Friday.
basically.
Yeah.
And it came out right after that put out Q1 numbers,
Mm-hmm.
first quarter numbers. Hmm. And to their credit, the numbers were also strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the numbers
Yep.
were also strong. I mean, last year
Yep.
was their best year ever in terms of profit, revenue and profit. Um,
Look
yeah,
who's
last year was the
fed.
best year ever in terms of revenue and profit, and this year start off at least with the first quarter being better than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 50%, 49.7% better than the year before. That's not a slight increase. A
Mm-mm.
nice little increase right there.
Yeah.
Now
Look
the
who got
quality of
four
that,
million, $4 million worth in Q3.
Say that
Prepare
again.
to pay. Look who bought $4 million worth of shares in Q3. I mean, $4 million is not much for these guys, but it is their third largest addition for Q3. ECL, that is.
Uh,
Hmm.
in
Yeah, look at
MJE.
the thing there. Look on the trades on the day. What happened?
when what happened?
The trades on Thursday, yesterday. The 1.8 that traded.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was looking on them, I was saying it's not like it's very interesting, right? It's split. It's not just a one big trade.
It's not one, but also I'm looking at I'm scrolling on the replay,
Uh-huh.
and the buy side did not move. Meaning, I mean, okay, some of it hit the buy, some of it, like for the most part,
Let's see both of them together.
the 270 just sits there, and then wait, there's a both of them to no. Wait,
No, no, no. When I say both of them, I was talking about what's on my screen now for everybody. Uh, so you see in the replay how the trades happen throughout the day. So not in the pre-opening, 600,000 traded in one go, but to two
mm-hmm.
accounts. I mean, okay.
Let's pre-open and you open anything there.
No, no, I looking at the queue as I said that I look at the queue and
And
yeah,
order
broker
comes
linked
at the two
orders.
at 280 drops on the buy, and then it gets swept, and the broker link 280 just sits there, and then it gets swept. At the 270, hmm, somebody
Uh,
made a call.
no, I think uh, you know what? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You listen to the new Chronic's album?
Eh?
It's great or terrible, depending on who you
And I
ask.
know I feel old in music. Let's not go into
You
that.
think you feel old in music yet, my brother?
I don't
Wait about
listen to
six
nothing.
or seven more years.
I do not listen to new music really.
You know what?
I listen to new music.
It only gets worse. That's a joke. 6-7. Do you know what 6-7 means?
No,
Exactly. I don't think anybody knows what it means. But I think that's the point.
we
It
get
only
scuffle
gets
going.
worse. Uh, Plus, I don't know if there's anything left for like the generations below you, bro. As
That's
you
what
guys
generations above said.
no, we did murder and homophobia and money and gal and gun as always. But you guys did obia, which no, we never saw that coming. So,
You
so
guys, that's funny. That's not my people, my brother.
you guys did obia. So I don't know what's left. What's left for the kid? There's nothing left. I know it's last.
Shay, you're the you guys in this one. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm at the
Yeah,
old threshold already. I'm sorry, Shay. I'm leaving you alone
I
for this one.
don't even know the I don't even know the scammer music because they can't stay on beat, and then I'm losing my mind because I'm like,
I didn't hear you.
you
yeah.
can't even stay on beat. Why are you in the
Maybe
booth?
maybe they're done with
That's
that
part
now.
of the
Maybe
job. That's part of the job.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe they've done with the beat thing too. I really don't know what's left. Because I wouldn't think, yo, everybody go God, let's go Satan. What's after Satan, bro? There's nothing left.
And find a new religion for run with.
Oh boy. Yeah, this whole roll of the day looks managed to me. It looks managed. It looks
Managed.
like
Yeah.
some
That's somebody made
pre-done,
a
yeah.
call. So there's a plan up. I do this and you do that and cool. We
Or
need some.
or yeah, or some things have to be moved. We need cash here, or we need, we don't want to lose it there, which is also the point of my little made up theory around um no dividend in specie or whatever, because it allows you to not actually
Back
lose
to have the money, I think.
control
Yeah.
or the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Matter of fact, if I'm giving 62, if if the value, if the max on the market is 3.7, 3.7 billion on the junior market. Not that they're limited to that, but
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you take the tax break if you can? And they have shown the sense. I mean, that group has shown it has listed two things from it. So it's shown that it likes and understands the value of the tax break. Um, so assuming that it does that, wow. The difference between the junior market max and the debt that's owed is roughly 37%. Roughly 37%, meaning the junior market max is 37% higher than the money
Mm-hmm.
that's owed.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
If and the part of ECL that Margaritaville St. Lucia does not own is roughly 37%. Roughly. Roughly 37%. Let me give the exact number. No, yeah, I don't like when the numbers line up like that. It's 37.6%, 37.7%.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it and the junior market max compared to the money that's owed is the junior market max is roughly 37.6% higher. So hmm, if I had to do a full, oh wow, if I were to do a full dividend in specie as repayment, I'm paying you back via this company. So I'm giving you this company. And then of course you don't have any use for the company per se. Of course, you being ECL don't have any use for the company. So you do a dividend in specie to give it back to your shareholders who they might have a bigger use for it. But that's actually a method of listing. That can be one of
No,
the listing.
No, that has to be main market. Main market cannot do introduction. Junior market cannot do
Mm-mm.
introduction. Main market can.
True, 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 true. Do I care more about the tax break or do I care more about the removing the debt?
Who is
That's
I?
big.
Thank
If
you,
I'm
Shay.
running the group,
You know exactly. You answer the question already. I mean,
no,
mm,
not necessarily.
who did it bother?
Hmm. Who does the debt bother? Dashan. I mean, the debt should bother shareholders. So let's say that
So,
you.
thank you. Okay. Yes. So we on the top
Hmm.
10. We on the top 10.
No, no. I think what I'm thinking then is how do I list it via intro?
Yeah,
But
IPO.
that's
You don't intro. You don't IPO. Why intro?
but how do I give you those shares then?
What do you mean?
I have to transfer the value of I have to transfer the value of the debt that
Uh-huh.
that I owe you to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm IPOing,
No, I do the dividend
I,
speech on
I do
time.
100%.
We mean 100%.
Like a Transjamaica, I'm giving it all up
Why?
because I'm not really giving it all up. I'm 62% of the company. I'm giving it all up to, so I'm gonna have 62% of it anyway.
Uh-huh.
In the end, right? If I do a dividend in specie, so if I IPO 20, IPO 20 as maybe a selling shareholder, IPO
Mm-hmm.
20 as selling shareholder, and and then the remaining amount I pay over to the company I owe. Then that company I owe does a dividend specie of those shares to its own shareholders. So it's a dividend specie of a newly listed company.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happens, so the paying over of it is just to remove the debt, and then the
Mm-hmm.
dividend specie is to put the ownership back where I would like it to be,
Mm-hmm.
which is with me.
Also, I control what that thing is,
Yeah, of course.
especially when it's not listed.
But it will come listed. I don't lose control at any point outside of
Uh-huh. No, I don't mean control of the thing. I mean control what it is, meaning what it owns, what the company is, what is under that. So when I
hmm.
present when I IPO it, it is it is what I give you. It's not what it doesn't have to stay what it is now. Meaning, say anything I don't want to give it, it's moved off before it
Oh
becomes
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, 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 yeah. You move the value that you don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So the thing I'm presenting for an IPO, I do the dividend species, Lombite, dividend species, everything nice. IPO it for whatever 20% of it.
And maybe about 2 million units
Look at that
last
top 10.
quarter.
That's why I said who did that bother? Because the thing I know
Yes, sir.
is the kind of thing where
Before the energy line.
who is the most activist investor in this market? Who cares about them shares? You know what I mean? And them spend their money. I know maybe if I cannot see where maybe just completely okay with the debt looking like that. You know, I have this money that whatever. And this was a part
We,
of a larger plan, but that
I
and
mean, aren't
Which
most
that
this could
things
have been the larger plan.
not could. If remember we spoke about this years ago as a
years ago,
possibility.
Yeah, man.
years.
So I don't think that we are the only people who have a little bit of sense. November last year, in the November quarter last year, the parent company sold 5 million units.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that 5 mil end up? Uh, I mean, it's hard to track things like that, and you don't really need to. But Mayberry is the most recent active, and
Yeah.
this all also this sort of thing is prime Mayberry.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
mean, they did the whole dividend speech. They did the whole dividend speech with MJE, right? MJE,
and
MIL,
Lumber happened.
and Lumber Blue
Hmm.
Power. Yeah,
So this to me, I mean, Mayberry, it's already a Mayberry company. So all this start around are screaming Mayberry. So
yeah, 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 yeah. And so is the Q. So it's just, but it also might just be the pipe dream. Might just be the lie
might be,
that we want to believe. Yeah.
but to me, hmm, and just and just Shay's original point around the moving out and whatever, there's value there. So
Hmm.
I do like it. And I said, and my initial look at the queue wasn't even with the trades yesterday happening. I started as noticing it, but with what Shay said, I look at the queue and I was like, yeah, it's not necessarily a short play. So there is the queue. Hmm, I can take a longer approach, sitting and waiting and just buying,
Yes,
and it's
and
not a
I
lot of shares out there for this company, by the way.
correct, correct. Not a lot of shares, and even less shares if you have like a Mayberry buying up,
Mm-hmm.
storing up. MJE
Damn,
specifically?
that's not even new to be honest.
No. So it got
I've
these
had
things
that
take
thought
time.
already with this thing is how they've been
Yeah.
how they've pulled in. I remember.
From before the bond, and then they did the bond, and the bond I
Mm-hmm.
thought was, and the bond seemed to have helped them because the numbers look a lot stronger. That 36% is it's like just things that just fit together.
Too well.
Yeah. I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, we've been talking shit, that's a hell of a one. It's a hell of a stock
There's hell of a
to
thing.
talk about. Yeah, man. Hell of a move.
good on this
That
one
was
now.
fun.
We might have
Rick
Yeah.
competition with
Cutter.
you them now. So after you
Oh
buy a
yeah.
1.8 million yesterday, you might see me buy some too.
Yeah. And it's not
Yeah.
like the thing don't pay dividends. You pay dividends. You pay
hmm
dividend in US dollars.
hmm
hmm
And you know, if there's one thing such fun love, is the thing you have to, which we should all try and adapt to, which is you're going to grab something, you're going to hold it for a while, it has to give you back some value. And so the value in the form of dividends. Jeez, but imagine the hmm. Hmm. Anyway, anybody have any other stocks in mind? Any other companies in mind?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like this.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. Yeah, and yeah, no pressure for it to be like this. So as we know, there's almost always something interesting in almost any stock you pick on the market. So anybody wants a speaker request, we're not going all night. We're actually soon wrap. So if you definitely want to ask about a company or hear us talk about a company, now is the time
Now
to
is the
send a
time.
speaker request and
Rick
ask us
Rick Cutter
about it.
it gone? Like I
No,
thought.
I
They
am
are
Oh,
still
still
you're
here.
there.
here.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
excellent.
Hold on.
Love hearing from you.
Why is just the thing there? But I didn't want to chime in on it now because
What that?
that. Well, I mean that article by Dashan
Oh, okay.
and reiterate that. Yeah, I agree. Dashan is doing some good work.
hmm
Yeah, man. I'm wondering if
From
like
time
him
to
leaning
time.
on David still for some of the numbers, but this has been like the sort of thing I've always wanted to see from David. Where it's not just the numbers.
Not just the
More.
numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
don't care about the numbers like that. Just on its
Them tell
own.
me already.
Exactly. Add some
hmm
color
right.
to the numbers. This is
Yeah,
beautiful.
what?
Yeah, getting deeper into the thing.
Especially since a lot often the management discussion and analysis is
Not them thing
lacking.
this so.
Let's say that.
Hey,
So
I
if I
Yeah,
assure,
want
man.
something
I
more,
assure you that he would not have said in the MD&A,
hmm
we're
exactly,
gonna do it via
Anything about
exactly,
dividend. See, that would
dividend,
not make it
exactly,
through the MD&A.
exactly.
definitely.
I want more.
Wow. And it's a quote. Ooh.
Definitely not.
Yeah, thank you, Dashan. Dashan coming in Q4 like him want to get journalist of the year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, no, snatch it in Q4. With this kind of writing, yeah, two more this and definitely.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
And it's two articles with wonderful value.
Something to say. It might be a third.
Yeah. Ultimately, you want to try at this point. Certainly two, but probably three, he told
Three.
this week. Wow. Wow, wow,
I mean,
wow.
look in this one article. Two strong lines to go down, right?
hmm Strong, clear lines, yeah.
Also, I
Wonderful.
like just to say it. I like that kind of thing where I can identify more than one lines opportunity in one stock. It's insurance. If
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I buy for one and the next thing it's something that happens on the line where I can bet on it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
It
maybe
had,
you're coming again every week.
Every
every week.
week.
Guy don't pay, what I'm paying you via, they give me the dividends via Kio.
What? I hope so. I see.
Maha Capital.
Maha Capital. Boy, I
That's
say
another
no.
that's another multi-year one that we've been waiting on. Eh?
Yeah, man. We'll see. I think
Yeah.
the first Kyo purchase was 2023.
Um, maybe the first time I spotted it was via SVL, not so,
Yeah.
or via something. One of my alerts went off, and it was Mayberry in a place where I wouldn't expect Mayberry. I think in the I want to say Bloomberg, the Bloomberg.
Oh.
It was the raise for Kio World, and they were
Yeah,
saying that,
right, right. That
yeah,
initial raise.
yeah. And then the
Well,
big
not the
thing I saw of
initial.
it was like I think it was a Q1 spend with SVL where they had less profit than I expected them to have, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, we're 2 billion,
Yes.
we're 100, and I think at the time 100 or 300 million gone,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And the 300
Something.
million is like, 2 million US. Like, what 2 million US gone? Or whatever the number was, I think it's 2 million US. And deep in the numbers. It was the Kyo World, and that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that was
You think
23.
you think it's time now?
Looking like some signals saying that an exit is nigh. I don't
You
think
think
it's
so?
now. I think in a few months. I think it's a
Um,
few months. I mean, I believe they have.
well, you said something in the girl group, but I'll leave it for in the girl group for tomorrow. But you had some timing towards the actual exact
Yeah,
yeah, a timing point, which you know how good a timing point is.
yeah, very helpful usually.
Yeah, very, 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 very helpful. And especially when it comes to the Nasdaq, anything on the US market, the sort of structure that they do have, that is one good thing that I like.
Yeah, man,
Um,
very clear.
yeah, something that will hopefully see the JSC move towards more in the future.
Yeah,
No, JSC, it's not really, well, it's JSC, FSC. FSC might force it. Anyway, I don't know if that, I brought that up, I don't know if that's your point, Bill, about the Keo and SVL,
and
MGL,
SVL,
MJE.
MGL declared, not declared. They put out their dividend notice.
Uh-huh.
Hope it's not a fake out this time. They said they're having the dividend consideration meeting next week, Thursday. Last quarter they met and didn't give a dividend, and then yeah, I suspect they had use for the money. They usually do, but we'll see
No,
how we
no,
go this
no.
quarter.
Yeah. They also got a lot of money, right, with the re-up of that bond.
Yeah, and and there's a dollar bond now, which is gonna be used to pay down some debt.
Mm-hmm.
They are the owners of that debt.
Pay it down early, that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think it's due
I laughed
January
when I think that. January, as in January to come, January 2026.
2026. Yeah,
Well, then again, it's not. That's not
well,
really early. That's right on time, right?
um,
Yeah, if it's due January, you do the raise. This is Q4, so
It's October,
yeah, it's
and
supposed.
we're going towards the end of October now.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be closed. Planned to close November, early November.
Mm,
The raise.
Mhm.
Mm.
but that's so good.
What the hell?
That's so good.
You heard that?
That I hear a song, but we couldn't hear what it was.
Okay, good. It was nothing. That was music.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's about 2 million US, huh?
Uh, no, I just
I
see it
think
as
so.
1.5 billion. That's
Oh
just how
well,
I see it.
no. Oh, okay. Well, that's the total bond.
Hmm.
But I think the outstanding what they're planning to refinance is something like 500 million, 500 something million. I don't have
No,
it in
man,
front of me.
isn't it a billion that they're refinancing?
I have to check. Hmm. I might have only looked at what they owe Mayberry.
Well, it's not all.
Well,
Well,
ultimately.
uh,
Ah, kind of.
I mean, it's a hell of a. I think I could be wrong, but I think the same sort of thing happened with what was guaranteed pills?
Oh, detail.
DTL. Yeah.
Which, interestingly, I don't know if I knew this before, but Dollar have some debt with Woodcat.
Yeah, there was that thing I remember where yeah, US 100,000 promissory note
Yeah.
from Woodcats.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had first heard about that, it wasn't. It was spoken of as with Woodcat's parent, which is again
Detail.
DTL.
Detail. Mm,
But I don't remember. Wasn't this was this around? This was before Garden League.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was
I
paid though. It
actually.
was repaid. It was repaid. So
Yeah, it was repaid. Yeah, they had debt rather.
maybe it's the same thing. Maybe DTL was just used in their subsidiary. So 300
Okay.
million to Mayberry at 12%. Um, on behalf of DBJ,
Right.
and yeah, 300 to Mayberry on behalf of DBJ, so the on lending, and then we also have 325 at 14%. Um, and those were unsecured, either repaid. Yeah, they were. I mean, either way, I think 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm thinking about the private placement, 1.65 billion, 12% private notes.
Right.
That's what I am thinking that a large part of it is going towards
To
clearing.
refinance.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But I
I
could be wrong.
would. I am looking back at the prospectus, and
What's the question exactly?
Yeah, what is
how
your question?
what portion of their debt are they paying off with the raise?
How much of them debt? How much of the raise is going to debt?
Right, that's what I'm looking.
I'm
That's what
asking you.
I remember. I remember it only
No, I
being
mean, is that in the
five
prospectus?
hundred and odd. I think so. I'll look into it. I'll look
I
into
think it
find
has
it.
to be. No?
It it should be.
It is.
Use of
I
proceeds.
had seen it. The venture. 'Cause I don't think they're paying off the private placement.
I'll get through this part first, and
Yeah,
I'll follow up was why does it matter? But I want to know what's in there. How much of it are paying off?
yeah. One
Okay.
second. Yeah, the net proceeds will be used to repay existing indebtedness of approximately 570 million due in
Mm-hmm.
October 2025 and to expand the company's loan portfolio. So I don't think that they're paying off their private placement.
Within the private
No,
placement remains.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the 570 mil,
What page did you read that on just now?
that is page 25 under the section 6, the invitation,
Ah, thanks. I'm doing it a
6.2.
lazy way. And the rest? Oh, and to expand the company's loan portfolio.
Right.
Wait, where
Yeah, I
is that?
guess
So that's the online, basically.
Oh, no. So
More
that's
money to
the
online.
that's the
Cash to
company.
online, which is fine, which is normal. That's what they do.
yeah.
Wait, no. Wait a minute. It said that the net proceeds of initial use will pay off 570 million due in October.
2025. The net proceeds from the bond
Okay, so okay,
raise.
yeah, okay. The thing how Phil said it was that 570 will go towards paying off and
It's a
expand
poorly
portfolio.
worded
Well,
thing. I
no,
think
no, I don't think
the
hey,
I don't
it's
think
not
weird.
poor.
It's weird.
It's not poorly worded. It's very
No,
deliberately worded.
deliberately worded.
It's very careful and
the
deliberately.
net
It's not poorly
proceeds will
I
worded
be
at
used to
mean,
all.
pay off in the so.
I
Here's where I
mean,
think
Oh
that
no no
here's
no
where
no, so, no,
deliberate
no, no,
doesn't
I think
mean
it's
it's
not this
not
reads fine.
poor.
It's how Phil
But
said it.
okay.
yeah,
This
it's not
reads
poorly worded at all
no,
though.
no, I don't think
Trust
it's
me.
poor. I think it's fine.
All
I
right
think how
then.
Phil said it like 570 is going towards two things. This reads like 570 going towards paying down debt, and the rest goes towards the portfolio. Right?
Well, that is what it says.
That's
Yeah, but
right.
Phil, so how Phil said it was 570 towards paying down debt and expanding the portfolio.
Oh,
Because that's what they
oh, oh.
say.
No, they didn't say
Oh,
that.
I mean, just 570. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
So
yeah.
Oh,
Well, then the big question is, right? I mean, it's a 1.5 billion raise.
oh yeah, so
570 is just going to pay down debt,
that the
or the
other
other
billion is
one
going
going.
towards in there.
Yeah, we're going to
So
pay
to
off debt.
expand.
one portfolio go by bill.
No, no, that's why I'm saying, Shay, that it's not poorly worded because if
Hmm.
you need to word it in such a way to cover that unasked question,
Poorly in terms of English. If I was an English teacher, I'd have a problem with this
Why?
in-
sentence.
Hmm.
why?
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like the sentence as an
Oh
English
no, I think
teacher.
I said it's more than fine.
Yeah, the net
So
proceeds
No,
from the
tell me,
invitation.
it doesn't give me any disambiguity. Is what Phil said that confused me.
Yeah, I said it the wrong way,
Yeah,
right?
the net proceeds from the invitation will be used to repay existing indebtedness of approximately 570 million due in October 2025 and to expand the company's loan portfolio. It's hey, if you give me 1.5 billion to pay off 570 million, I'm wording it the same way. I word it the same way. I word it the same. You know, expand the company's loan portfolio. Do you know how beautiful that section is?
Mm-hmm.
What that mean?
Profit revenue at least.
Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, yeah.
So all right, so back to Phil now. What's the question?
So my initial premise was that I'm trying to find where it says that 570 is. My thought was that 570 was going to Mayberry.
Why? Because they own
Um,
debt.
because they own debt. I may be wrong. It may not be that particular, or it
That's
may
the
not be all of the 570. I would have to find that in the financials. That is what is due in October.
Okay.
mm.
This is what it
Okay,
says.
nice. Okay, I like that. So yeah, so what's due in October basically?
Yeah, that should be in the audited. Should be.
So it's funny that they say October because I don't remember anything being due in October. No, there we go.
Mm.
Private placement, a total of 1.17 billion 822,000 was raised from this private placement through the issuance of 10.5% variable interest rate senior secured notes with a maturity date of the 3rd of October 2025 and 11.75 variable interest rate senior secured notes with a maturity date of the 3rd of October 2027.
Mm-hmm.
That's the audited report,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So
page
there's some due
124,
already,
right?
and then raising the balance to pay it off, pay it off.
Right.
But those numbers,
About
well,
300.
okay. You how much numbers we got now? 1.5 billion
Mm-hmm.
to pay off something quoted at 570 million. But now the auditor is speaking to that same thing. Well, they're speaking about
No,
the
it's
entirety of the
whole
debt,
thing.
but
It's
it's in
two
two
things. Yeah,
tranches.
yeah.
Yeah. So then maybe you pay off the both tranches early. And you just redo your whole thing because this saves you. The other one is due in a year
2020.
and a half. So you
Why?
just you
You think
clear the
they're going to
whole
pay off both?
indebtedness. I I mean the whole thing is 1.17 and Mayberry also has a 300 that they gave them. That brings me up to what 1.47
Mm-hmm.
and the debt raise has a fee to the broker, which is Mayberry, of of 30.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah, why wouldn't I pay off the whole 1.7? I
Can you need
why
1 billion for your loan portfolio, bro?
Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what the money is that's what the money is being used for. Which is why you say in the earlier sentence and to grow the company's loan portfolio. You can't legally you can't say I never told you. I did tell you. And if you understand what dollar does for business, then yeah, that take money to make money. So maybe I'm just being greedy, but I can see how the whole 1.5 would come back to me. Not well, it doesn't come back, does it? Give it to the
No,
company.
I think it goes back. I just don't know that you said early payment. So you're thinking to pay everything one time, no?
Yeah, why not?
Including the 2027 piece?
Yeah, why not? Because the thing I'm paying it with, it stretches the maturity out. This is 11.75 due 2027, and I can replace this with something that's I can replace it with something that's 12% for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
7 years, sorry. Yeah, do I want 11.75 in a year and a half, or do I want 12% in 7 years?
Makes sense.
Over 7 years.
That's
And it's
fair.
all still me anyway. It's not like I'm
Mm-hmm.
really
Ah,
losing,
okay.
right?
That's the big part there for me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also I could just,
It's all you, so
I mean,
you can go to where you want, to be honest.
I'd probably be participating too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, I just got some money in the bond over here. I take this bond money, I give it to you. You'll give me back that money plus the interest because it represents this debt that you're repaying early. And so that's how you make 1 year's worth of interest or 2 or 3 years worth of interest on in less than 2 or 3 years. I could be wrong, obviously here. I do this out of my head. I mean, we could be wrong. None of us are accountants, so do the math for yourself. But I could, yeah, and the 30 is just a cherry on top.
Yeah, the stretching out of the time
Big deal. That's a
is a
refinance.
big deal. That's how you refinance, and that's how dollar cycles the money.
Hmm.
The time is the value. Mm.
And then you live in the margins too, because I mean, if yeah, yeah, yes, that's that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like you.
that's yeah, yeah. Here's the funny thing. What do you
So that
what do you guys think this impact of all of this may be on dollars dividends, however? Because these are almost all double digit bond
Mm-hmm.
repayment interest rates.
I think they
And
remain main.
cash, I you think they even continue?
They don't need to. Same,
Pe- People might they don't need to.
same guy.
From whose perspective don't they need to?
Wait, I think. Sh-
We might they don't need to. It's just like ECL, you ask me who it is. You remember each time I'm thinking about it, I have to think about whose perspective am I coming from. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's one
And-
perspective, right?
I think if there's yes,
Like
it's
who else
Oh
is
no,
it?
I don't think. Yeah, who has to do? What Warren Buffett used to say. He make decisions. Then get up in the morning, look in the mirror. him ask that
Mm-hmm.
person what they want to do, and that's how he making decisions.
That's it.
And every yeah, you ask him look in the mirror, him ask, he look in the mirror and ask that person, and then everybody in the room agrees. It's just him in the room. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I think
I
they
think
could
it'll be a
continue
massive
with.
dividend, but I think they can continue.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think they
It
can
can
continue.
really
I think
continue.
yeah, yeah, I think much lower yield. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. Okay, let me say it. Go for it. I don't. I probably sounding like I'm saying, although I said it remains lame. I don't think the dividends go really crazy. I think just continue
Oh, I
to be
thought
lame.
that's what I thought you said. I thought you said lame. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I don't think dividends get better off for this.
Yeah, I don't think the dividends get any better off this either. I think
And again, same guy.
yeah,
Like
and the covenants on it, the covenants on it might be such that I mean, if paying out the yeah, if I'm gonna protect what I'm doing, I'm gonna protect what I'm doing, and the thing that would help me to protect the thing that's giving me 12 and 11% per annum,
mm-hmm.
14 depending on where you are, is yeah, the thing that's going to give me that, if for it to continue to give me that, it means that I cut the ordinary shares dividend. I cut it immediately. Who
Mm-hmm.
amongst us wouldn't cut it?
Yeah, and I'm eating already, so just an
Yep,
income game. Not really bother me.
yep, yeah. And that's what I would do.
Like either I make money in dividends or or debt.
But the
I'm
debt
making
is so
money.
much better than
Yeah,
debt is so much
Uh-huh.
better than the dividends. Yeah,
yeah.
so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a magnitude better. Worse if I own.
And the process of and the process of raising the debt, I get a fee on that as well.
Yeah, just cherry on top. A nice like a 30.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I do that. I do that especially if I know I have bigger plans and for now I need this thing to just be an engine and just keep working this way. Yeah. So the rich get richer. Dollar. All right. We've been going for a little while. We can stop it at the last half. I'll ask you guys anything you want to ask me or anybody else on. Anybody else that wants to come on, to see a last chance to send a speaking request, and we'll talk about whatever you want. But barring that, anybody else on here? No views currently. Shade and I, Brick Cutter.
Nothing to mind right now.
There's one thing I
Nothing
want.
to
Well,
mind.
the chill session tomorrow is going to be, I think, more interesting. There's one for the first in a long time. I have that don't want to talk about it feeling around a company. Worse. Yeah, worse. I've seen reactions with it. So Carreras though. How about the Carreras?
Wait. You say there's a company you don't want to talk about?
Yeah, for the first in a long time.
Definitely. Definitely what I want to ask you about then.
Yeah, yeah, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. We can talk about that tomorrow
Tomorrow.
off. Yeah, I don't talk
Right.
about that at Brick Talk. Uh, but Carreras though, Carreras over the last 3 months, 14.5% up.
Mhm.
Um, Also a very popular
Mm-hmm.
stock, well
Nice
loved
dividends to boot.
and wonderful dividends. Yeah, and I say Carreras, you say dividends. Um, and one of the best. I mean, Carreras is an investor's dream for the year, right? Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
dividend payer. The yield has kept up, and also cap gains on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, I even you can't even flip. I even did a couple of flips off of Carreras. Not a couple, just one over like I think a 6 week flip over like the last 6 weeks. Is it longer? And however long it was, because I got a dividend also with it. So I got like I got it was like 3 times whatever. It's like bond money. It's like I get a bond, but I didn't have to wait a year to get the bond.
Mm-hmm.
over the last months, and it keeps going.
Why do you think it's going? I
People
mean,
buying,
it's not.
buying and selling.
It must be the dividends, man.
Yeah, I mean, they've been giving Korea's been giving dividends for years.
Yeah.
Are they giving dividends at a higher rate now?
Uh,
Mm,
technically, yeah. Technically, yeah. Technically. But I mean, they maintain the rate, but the share price has increased. So
hmm.
that's, strong.
Which is, yeah, it's very strong because that's a higher rate for those who had it at a lower price
Yeah.
in terms of
Honestly,
dividend yield.
I think I think it could be retail.
No, that makes me
Hmm.
have to look at it.
Yeah, honestly, I think it could. Well, wow, on Friday we had 155 trades. Is that
Mm-hmm.
unusual?
It's above norm, but nothing too crazy. Like some days ain't happening.
Not average trades, well, including yesterday. So let me take yesterday out of it. Today, let me take today out of it. Yeah, average trades is about 79 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Average daily trade is 79 a day. Sorry. That's from the start of the year till now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. Uh, that's a bit unusual, actually.
Mm-hmm. I say that because just scrolling, I guess it's 50s and 60s and with some like sometimes it hits the hundreds. 172 one September 22,
Yeah.
145 3 days after that. So it fluctuates. Hmm. Retail though,
It's a wild theory why I said retail. Also, I said retail before I realized that there are 155
even
trades
to me,
yesterday.
it's even more than just more than just yes today. I look at like just
The history,
70s a lot.
70 is a lot. Now, look at the shape of the 70, if you will. Look at the orders. It's not a one big order.
Mm-hmm.
It's in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And Carreras, like dividends have amazing PR. And
True.
Carreras' dividends probably have the best PR out of all of them. And people ball dividends. I love the dividends whenever them actually experiencing cap gains, right? I love the actual cap gains. And they've been balling that for a good little while now. So the quote unquote dividend stock is giving all-time highs in terms of cap gains. I feel like I feel like a lot of the retail may be pouring into this, and I feel like a lot of the retail, especially anybody who takes the bite and goes Transjamaica, nice, and actually sells. I sell at a profit.
Hmm.
And the reason why I said I love Transjamaica's dividends, well, I'm out now. You know how people are. They don't think they can go back into the thing they just came out of. So if I feel like dividends, I don't know much about the stocks thing, and I'm looking for something else. What's the next best? Carreras. No, do I think that it's all retail? Not really, but I don't know. Just look at how the trades have been going. Right, it's little trades split up.
Today, a lot of small trades.
Yeah, a
Hmm.
lot of small trades, and this is not unusual. I've
Yeah,
been
so
looking for
70s a
like
lot. This is very sustained.
the 155 is double that
Mm-hmm.
and more. So I think it's retail. I feel like there's heavy retail presence, let us say.
Yeah. Mm.
And I think it could be heavy retail presence with, like I said, I think it could be heavy retail presence on specifically on the back of Trans Jamaica quote unquote success. So if I come out of Trans Jamaica, remember most of the new people I didn't even realize it traded at an all-time high today. Thank you, my
Mm-hmm.
money, JA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1911.
1911.
Yeah? Yeah.
Uh, wow.
That's big.
So that's what I think the shape of the retail is like. Remember the majority of the retail don't know not at all about quote unquote this stocks thing. And so and you have to think of the lies that they tell themselves, right? The lies that we tell ourselves. We like the dividend. And so Trans-Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
anything that I sell, and again, I'm also thinking I'm not going back in. Think about it, Dana. Well, Dana, you probably know this from some of your clients. If them sell the Trans-Jamaica at $4 in profit and it got up to 420,
They've not,
they're not buying back in, right? Even if they think it's gonna go to five or
they
six or
want to
whatever,
buy, but they don't want to buy it at 420. They really want to get back in where they left.
where they left. So it need to
Yeah.
come back down to 215 and let me buy back in and then come back up to four. Yeah, but and that's not likely to happen. But I really want it. I really like dividends. So what do I go? I go for my and when you say dividends, Carreras.
Mm-hmm.
That's my pet theory. It could do it, but like I say, I have a fever, so could wake up tomorrow and go, that was rubbish. What the hell was I saying?
Hmm. I have to look at it. So I want to look like while this is happening.
Yeah, or just take a look at like a couple of days. Cause that's like it's so funny for me. The way I immediately ruled the retail out of Trans Jamaica, except for that one little thing last week. Like I rule the retail out of any heavy Trans Jamaica movement. I can't rule the retail out of this, which is weird. It looks that way to me, but it could also just be the house is getting smarter, maybe, or it could be the
Smart to
deeper
hope.
pockets moving. I don't. To say how would be to teach, and I'm not putting that out in the public that way. But you don't have to be the host getting smarter. They don't need to get smarter. It might be the deeper pockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, it's not just when we say retailer, it's not just people with 50 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand. It's also, I think, people with
Millions.
yeah, right. Like I put 2 million in Trans Jamaica. I never know. I check it now, and the
Million.
2 million is now 8 million or 9 million. I don't have any idea how to handle a $9 million portfolio. And what did you like? Well, I like the dividends. Remember, buy the Carreras, and the Carreras has been going up. Nothing signals to the
It's a
retail.
forever recommendation,
Exactly.
from the host.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
exactly. The houses would recommend that there.
exactly.
It's,
If I
it
don't
and
know
Trans
nothing,
Jamaica are the easy showings right now. But you want to
and
start
Trans
with the
Jamaica
host.
is new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, hell of a case. Anyway, that's my thought. And if you guys have anything, and then we can wrap.
Mm. Yeah, I'm good for now.
Yeah, man.
Like myself.
Big up Shay for the ECL. Give me a good look.
Yeah, she's gonna start a hell of a rabbit hole. It's a profitable one. And it
I'm going back down there now. Yeah, man.
indicates more.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna need to actually walk down and go down there again.
Oh, you mean to ECL itself?
That too.
Walk by the Oceanus cruise ship terminal, please,
Yes,
as it opens.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
But I suspect that we'll have JS and the government telling us. Well, look, JS is the government.
Yeah.
Shouting it from the rafters once the cruise ship
Once the
pier.
reopen, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll know.
Winter tourist season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm.
must happen before the hype,
Well, I don't know if it must happen, but
quote unquote. I put must in
a couple of people jobs should be on the line for this.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I know there's a whole heap of people in Ochi who like that's them bread and butter. So for it to be
Yep.
gone for so
Mm-hmm.
long,
Yeah, it's always
Really?
Solid.
different.
yeah.
Port Authority now list what them a list, man.
Who?
Port Authority.
Who are they listed?
They were supposed to be a part of their portfolio, which is supposed to list. Can't remember which part now.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
that's when the IPO come, right?
Yeah, I saw headline talking about them also looking at St. Thomas as the
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
logistics
Yeah, I did see that.
thing, and I thought I mean, as then I say, it's just one view.
One what view?
It's just one view. So I think anyway. So I believe anyway. Who's on
One
the board of the
PB.
Port Authority of Jamaica? It's a real question, but maybe that's homework, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Let me
that's
look up
homework.
shortly.
Maybe that's homework. Uh anyway, yeah, before I pass out from Timeless, thank you guys for this. Thank you, Phil, for joining us. You're like the only one who
Mm.
brave enough to come on and ask for something. I don't know. Everybody want to hear, nobody no want to ask. Maybe
No
next
man.
maybe next week we'll do an episode and just one single stock. Unless anybody else asks about anything. Otherwise, it is what it is.
Sound good. SBL.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that would kill me with boredom.
I know.
Yeah, well, where's TJH?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the word.
I'd rather do TJH and SDL though. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Wigton. Wigton is actually an interesting one, and maybe it's time now, maybe soon time.
Mm-hmm.
When,
Maybe.
the interplay between those energy companies.
With the mm-hmm, with their thing about there was an article as well for them
Who?
with done.
Wigton?
Mm-hmm.
What was he saying?
Yeah, man, about the well, we know they got that they want the bid on thing, and there's going to be adding solar or yeah, expanding.
Hmm.
And they said they're going to be twice the size when they're done. That's fun. But like I said the first time I saw it, I'm concerned about the money. Like where you going to get money to do this? What's the plan here?
And a mix of debt and equity.
Yeah, me not like that.
Uh,
I'm concerned about that. So, I love the growth, excellent, wonderful development, better for the environment, nation building, all that. It's wonderful. But
mhm.
yeah, how the money part going?
Well, I know a broker that was very willing to help them.
Same view.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact,
It's just one view.
yeah, exactly. Matter of fact,
Done.
uh, is just like the same question I got the Port Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Who is on the
Same question.
board? Who is on the board?
Dan was
Who
quoted
is
in the
the chairman of
article.
the board?
Yeah, who's the chairman of the board? Yeah. Well, I
Dan
can't
was
answer that for
interesting.
Port Authority. I think the chairman of the
Okay.
board of the Port Authority, I think is Alak Jain.
Yes, it is.
Jain
Yeah,
or
yeah, that's it.
funny. He's on a lot of boards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mark Hart, I think, is on it also.
Mm, no, not currently.
Not currently, he's not. I can't find
No,
a current listing.
I put one in the group.
Okay.
Oh, there we
Wayne
go.
Mackenzie is on
Wayne
it now.
Mackenzie,
Mm-hmm.
as in from Wigton. What? What I-
Wayne McKenzie from Jamaica Energy Partners.
oh, yeah, that's what I said, no?
Yeah,
Anyway,
I knew you were gonna say
anyway,
that.
guys. Thank you guys for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Danai and Shay, and everybody who listened. And thank you to the BrickTalk himself for joining
Yeah,
us.
man.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this Brick Talk.
Blessing.
Have a really, really good night. And big up Heroes Day when it comes, everybody. Remember, we are the dream of a lot of those heroes.
Mhm.
Yes,
So we are far beyond what even some of them could have dreamed. So let's keep them proud. Night night, everybody.
definitely. Yeah, man.
Night night.
Later, people.
Bless.
There we go. Bye bye, YouTube.